Greetings. It's a little bit earlier than normal for me putting a video together, but I'm going to be going away on band camp next weekend with my old bandmates. We go away to write music and be creative and have lots of fun chats and reminisce about the good old days. So I won't have time to work on a video next weekend. So I thought I'd do something now. And there's been a lot going on. I don't think I mentioned last time that I had a workshop here, or maybe I did, but a workshop for Manual Open Studios where I had a lovely group of people gathered around this table. And we talked about the power of thumbnails and how they can improve your composition. And it was really good fun. I really enjoyed it. And I think people got a little bit out of it. And I got some lovely feedback. Other things I've been working on, another illustration in the series on songs and artists that inspire me. It's not going well, I'll be honest. Did not go into it with a plan on how I was going to colour it and how I was going to paint watercolours over the top of the inked lines that I have done, and I don't like it at the moment, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to save it. New challenge of drawing trees every day. I don't know how far into it I am now, but I am enjoying it immensely. And I thought actually maybe this video could be a little bit of a come draw with me as I work on today's installment of trees. And yeah, you can join in with me if you like. It's so much fun drawing trees. I find it extremely therapeutic. And yeah, I'll just share some of my techniques, and I've got this fantastic new pen I want to show you that's a game changer. And oh, hello Barney. So yes, why don't we jump into the studio and do a little bit of drawing together. See you in there. So I've already drawn up some boxes for my trees, some thumbnail size boxes on the left hand side, and I'm kind of doing this thing of drawing a bigger one on the right hand side. And I'm going to start with, this is the Lamy Safari pen, I think it is, the extra fine nib. This is lovely, lovely fine lines. And then I'll show you another pen that I managed to get delivered just recently that was something that I saw another artist doing online and really, really loved the looseness and the happy accidents that happened with it. So I'll show you a little bit more of that as we go. Okay, so for my tree challenges, I really don't at the moment go in with much of a plan at all. I'm not using reference really at the moment. At some stage I probably will, but I just like to, draw. Let's see, for this one we might just have some sort of hint that there's like big chunks of bark at the base. A lot of the gum trees around here in Melbourne will have these sort of lovely strips of bark closer to the base. And then as the trunk goes up, it is a lot smoother. So I'll just create those sorts of shapes in there. Again, thinking about where the light might be, so I might just come again from the left-hand side. So I'll make some of these on this side a little bit darker. And I can also vary how close the contour lines of the bark might be. So when they're closer together, it gives a nice sense of shadow or shape. So on this side where the light is, there doesn't have to be as many lines, but as we, just enough to sort of give a little bit of a hint of where the trunk is turning, like so. And again, I can make the lines a little bit closer together and a bit denser up under here where the canopy is. And then as the trunk is turning away from the light, then we can draw a lot more of these lines closer together. Like so. There we go. And on this side too. Helping tell that story of that branch being further back. Light will obviously be hitting this side, so again, a bit lighter on with the lines here and a bit darker underneath, like that. Cool. I might just add a little bit of textural elements to these bark strips and a few little blades of grass, maybe a few more leaves there. Okay, great. Nice and quick. So let me show you this cool new, this one's a Pilot Parallel pen. It's a calligraphy pen. So hopefully you can see it there. Where are we there? So it's got a very broad metal blade and just an ink reservoir that plugs in, so it's refillable. And what's really cool about this is that when you draw with the very edge of it, let me see if I can get it going. There we go. You can get a nice thin line. I hope I'm not running out of ink just in time for this. Let's try that like so. So you can get a nice thin line. Very similar to what I was getting with my Lamy pen as well. But you can also, as you push and turn a little bit more, you can get lots of thicker shapes. So this sort of does the job of creating shadow shapes for you on that side super quick. And so, and again, because you don't have full control, well, I certainly don't, of how much of the ink is coming out when the broader part of the blade is down, you get these happy accidents and you sort of just work with it, and it creates a much more interesting and, well, not more necessarily more interesting, but certainly a different style of tree with the shadow shapes kind of getting down super quick. I really, really love this pen. It's just given me lots of great shapes and super quick to get things down. Obviously you could use a brush if you wanted to do this sort of thing, and a nib pen if you wanted to, but this has got like best of both worlds. Cool. So let's do our final tree, and I'm going to stick with this this pen. And how are we going for time? We're doing okay. And I will just see what happens. For this one, we might start on this side and come up here. I might do this big shape there. We might have, could be like a grassy bank, sort of there. And so the tree is sort of like probably on a little bit of a hill. There's a little bit of a root system going here, maybe down here. We'll describe roughly the roots as well. We'll have some branch going out there and maybe another out here, like that. So far so good. So it's super quick, as you can see, getting down big shapes, getting down the lines. Let's just start by putting in where the canopy might be. And again, just very quick, varying, I'm just twisting very slightly the pen in my hand so that I'm varying the thickness of the lines that are coming out, like that. Love it. All right, so let's go for, I guess, yeah, I want to stick with the light coming from this left-hand side, so we'll just create a few interesting shapes like so on this side. Down there, keep these lines a bit further apart, like that. And then as we get a little bit further around in the trunk, we can start to broaden those lines out a bit further, like that. Create much bigger shapes. So obviously wherever the ink is not going down, it's sort of indicating that there's a part of the tree that is facing the light. So it really helps describe the form of this tree as being much more three-dimensional than it might otherwise do with just good old-fashioned straight lines. Okay, like that. And again, I'll do this kind of shapes up here. Nice big black section there. Make it a little bit darker. Again, under the canopy, like that. And maybe a few little rounder lines in places just to create some interest. Okay, and create some nice little hints of grass and the like there. And maybe I'll just do a little bit more work in that canopy. And there you go. That'll do. This is as much as I want to do it. I want to overdo it. I don't want to labour the point that keeping it quick and fast, and particularly using this pen creates much more interesting and dynamic shapes. I could continue to work through this, but this is really just a collection of trees that will become inspiration perhaps for other illustrations as we go. I think it is this. Let me just check. Sneak peek back one page. Yes, I think it is. It is the 16th of the 11th. Well done. I hope you get inspired to draw some trees of your own, and if you do, I'd love to see them. Post them somewhere and send me a link. That would be awesome. All right, back to the other room. So there you go. The simple pleasure of drawing trees. So that's my simple pleasure, obviously, for this week. I just love letting my mind wander and seeing what falls out on the page. And it inspires me to want to do some larger format trees, particularly using this cool new pen. And maybe I'll share some of those as I go. I am filming bits and pieces of the other trees that I'm doing from day to day with the intention of creating some master collection video at the very end, showcasing the 30 days. Let's see how we go with that. Thank you once again for tuning in and for all of your lovely support, and for those people who commented on my last video. I just wanted to stress I'm in a really good place at the moment. I'm just rethinking some of my goals, and my creative fire is still burning, and I hope you saw evidence of that today. Happy creating, and I'll see you after Bandcamp, which means I'll have maybe a few stories to tell about that, another form of creativity. I'll see you on the other side. Okay, bye.